Welcome to my YouTube channel. In 1988, the United States minted a $2 that would go on to make history, and not for any ordinary reason. It wasn't the usual design or even the typical mistake. This quarter, an unassuming coin at first glance, holds a staggering value that has left numismatists, coin collectors, and historians alike in awe. The 1988 $2, a rare and incredibly unique specimen, is now worth millions of dollars, a number that continues to astonish anyone who comes across it. It all started in Philadelphia, at the US Mint, where the coin was struck. The P on the coin, representing the mint location of Philadelphia, is a simple marker, but what occurred next would forever change the fate of this quarter. The coin, which was part of the regular issue, had an error, a flaw so minor to the naked eye yet so crucial to its value that it went unnoticed at the time of its release. This small flaw in the striking process, a minting error that happened during the production of thousands of quarters, ended up creating one of the most valuable coins in US history. At first, it seemed like just another ordinary quarter circulating in the economy. People went about their daily lives, using these quarters for their usual purposes, and no one thought anything unusual about them. It wasn't until a sharp-eyed coin collector came across one of these 1988 quarters that the mystery of its worth began to unravel. This particular coin was the key that unlocked a treasure trove of hidden value, as it had been struck with an imperfection that most people would not have considered significant. Over time, more and more people began to realize that this was no ordinary quarter. Numismatists, experts in coin collecting and coin history, began to examine the coin closely. They discovered that the 1988 $2 was not only rare but that the error in its production had made it extraordinarily valuable. Some described it as a flawless mistake, a coin that, while imperfect, had become perfect in the eyes of collectors. The value of the 1988 $2 grew in a way that seemed almost impossible. What started as a coin worth just 25 cents slowly transformed into an item that could fetch hundreds, then thousands, and eventually millions of dollars. The rarity of this coin and the history behind it only made its price soar. In the world of coin collecting, value is not always determined by size or weight. In fact, the smallest, most unassuming coins can often be the most valuable. And that's exactly what happened with the 1988 $2. The beauty of this coin story is that it defies logic in a way. How could a simple quarter, produced in the same year as millions of other coins, be worth so much? How could an imperfection make a coin so desirable? The answer lies in the rarity and the unique nature of the error. This is the kind of coin that collectors dream of finding, a coin that combines history, rarity, and an unusual story that elevates it to the status of legend. As more people began to learn about the 1988 $2, the demand for it skyrocketed. People from all over the world began searching for these coins, and it wasn't long before the market for them became fiercely competitive. To make matters even more interesting, there were only a few known examples of this rare 1988 $2 that had the minting error. That's right, this wasn't something you could easily find in your spare change or even at your local coin shop. The coins that were still in circulation had either been lost, worn down over time, or simply destroyed through normal use. Only a small number of uncirculated, pristine versions of the 1988 $2 remained, and those were the ones that were fetching such astronomical prices. As the value of the coin continued to rise, the story of its worth made its way into the mainstream media. News outlets began reporting on the 1988 $2, and coin collectors around the world were clamoring to get their hands on one of these rare specimens. Some people spent years searching, some traveled far and wide, and others even turned to online auction sites to try to find the elusive coin. The hunt was on, and the stakes were incredibly high. The rarity of the coin wasn't the only thing that made it so valuable, though. The story of how it was discovered, how it had become a part of history, added to its allure. The 1988 $2 became more than just a piece of currency. It became a symbol of what can happen when the most unexpected things turn into something extraordinary. The story of this coin transcended the realm of mere currency. It became a tale of luck, rarity, and the magic that can happen when a simple mistake turns into a priceless treasure. As the years passed, the 1988 $2 continued to hold its incredible value. In fact, it has only grown more valuable with time. Collectors who were lucky enough to secure one of these rare coins watched their investment soar in worth, and many began to realize that owning a 1988 P quarter was no longer just about collecting coins. It had become a status symbol, a testament to one's discerning eye and love for history. The coin itself had become a piece of art, a valuable treasure that represented more than just its monetary worth. Over time, these coins began to sell for sums that were unimaginable just a few decades earlier. Some coins were sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, while others reached into the millions. The 1988 P quarter dollar became a gold standard in the world of coin collecting, a benchmark for how much a rare and valuable coin could be worth. By the time the true worth of the 1988 P quarter had been fully realized, the market for it had become competitive and expensive. People who wanted to own one of these coins had to pay top dollar. Some went to great lengths to acquire them, bidding at auctions, seeking out private sellers, or even paying for expert appraisals. It wasn't just about owning a rare coin anymore, it was about securing a piece of history, a piece of the American currency system that had become an object of fascination and desire. The rise in value of the 1988 P quarter also had an impact on other coins from the same era. As more people became interested in rare coins and the history behind them, the market for older quarters, dimes, and other types of currency began to shift. Coins that had previously been overlooked or dismissed as insignificant started to gain attention. Collectors began to realize that there was value in the smaller, seemingly insignificant pieces of currency that had once been treated as mere pocket change, and while the 1988 P quarter dollar was the crown jewel of this new wave of interest, it wasn't the only coin to benefit from this growing fascination with rare and unique pieces. More collectors turned their attention to other rare coins, and the world of numismatics experienced a surge in popularity. What once seemed like a niche hobby began to blossom into a major industry, as people from all walks of life began to recognize the value of rare coins and the stories they carried. But it was the 1988 P quarter that truly captured the public's imagination. The story of how this ordinary quarter became worth millions of dollars is one that continues to captivate coin collectors and casual observers alike. It serves as a reminder that sometimes, the most remarkable things can come from the most unexpected places. A simple coin, struck in a routine minting process, became a legendary treasure that would go down in history. So, if you ever come across a 1988 P quarter in your pocket change, take a moment to examine it closely. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history that could make you millions of dollars. And if you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, you're holding a treasure that few people on Earth will ever be fortunate enough to possess. With its remarkable story, its breathtaking value, and its place in numismatic history, the 1988 P quarter dollar has earned its place among the most valuable and sought-after coins in the world. And that's a story worth remembering. If you enjoyed this incredible tale of rare coins and unimaginable fortunes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more captivating stories that explore the mysteries and treasures hidden throughout history. Next, in 1990, the US Mint produced a $2 coin with a surprising design flaw that would make it one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the history of American numismatics. The 1990 AD $2, a seemingly ordinary coin, became an unexpected treasure worth millions of dollars. It all began when a slight error during the minting process led to the creation of this rare and valuable coin. But to understand how this happened, we need to take a step back and explore the history behind US coinage, the events that led to this particular mistake, and how it eventually came to be regarded as a prized item in the world of collectors. The US Mint has been producing coins since the late 18th century, and over the years, many errors have been made in the minting process. Some of these errors resulted in coins that were worth a lot more than their face value. The most famous examples include the 1913 Liberty Head nickel and the 1943 copper penny, both of which are valued in the millions of dollars today. While these errors were exceptional, they were not entirely uncommon. Minting mistakes, though rare, have occurred throughout the history of coin production, and it's these errors that often lead to coins becoming sought-after treasures for collectors. The year 1990 seemed like any other year for the US Mint, but a subtle issue during the coin production process would soon spark a phenomenon in the world of numismatics. The 1990 D quarter, a coin that was meant to be a standard release, had a significant mistake. It was struck with a design flaw. The flaw was so subtle that it went unnoticed by most at first. However, once collectors and experts discovered the anomaly, the coin quickly became a subject of interest and fascination. The design flaw was related to the coin's mint mark, the small D on the obverse side of the quarter, which indicated that the coin was minted in Denver. This mint mark, which is usually small and neatly placed, was found to have been misaligned during the production process. Instead of being placed in its usual location, the D mint mark was shifted slightly to the right, causing the coin to look different from its counterparts. This subtle change, though insignificant to most casual observers, became a key feature that made the 1990 D quarter one of the rarest coins ever produced by the US Mint. At first, the 1990 D quarter dollar was released into circulation just like any other coin. People used it for their daily transactions, completely unaware of its rarity. It wasn't until a few years later that coin collectors began to notice the unusual mint mark on some of the quarters they had acquired. The discovery was a gradual process, with collectors and experts slowly identifying the misaligned mint mark as a key characteristic of the rare coin. Once this was recognized, the 1990 D quarter began to attract attention from collectors who were eager to add this unique piece to their collections. As the years went by, the 1990 D quarter dollar became increasingly sought after. The rarity of the coin, combined with its historical significance, made it an incredibly valuable item in the world of numismatics. Coin collectors around the world began searching for the misaligned mint mark, and as more and more people became aware of its value, the price of the coin began to skyrocket. The coin that was once considered just a regular quarter became a prized possession, with some examples of the 1990 D quarter being sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. In fact, the value of the 1990 D quarter dollar has only continued to increase over time. In recent years, the coin has been known to fetch prices in the range of $200,000 to $300,000 in well-documented sales. In some instances, the coin has even sold for more than $500,000, making it one of the most expensive quarters ever sold. The reasons behind the high value of the coin are multifaceted. The rarity of the misaligned mint mark, the historical significance of the coin, and the growing interest in collecting rare coins have all contributed to its increasing value. But the story of the 1990 D quarter dollar doesn't end there. As time passed, some collectors began to realize that the misaligned mint mark wasn't the only factor that made the 1990 D quarter rare. Over the years, the US Mint has produced millions of coins, and many of them have been circulated or lost. However, the 1990 D quarter dollar was one of the few coins that remained in relatively good condition, making it even more valuable to collectors. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, are considered more desirable and can command higher prices at auctions. The rarity of the 1990 D quarter was further compounded by the fact that very few examples of the coin were preserved in pristine condition. The vast majority of the coins were used in everyday transactions and quickly became worn and damaged, reducing their value. However, a small number of 1990 D quarters were carefully stored away by collectors, ensuring that they remained in excellent condition. These well-preserved examples are the ones that have fetched the highest prices at auctions. As the years passed, the 1990 D quarter became an iconic symbol of the world of coin collecting. Its value continued to rise, and it became a benchmark for collectors who sought out rare and valuable coins. The 1990 D quarter dollar's incredible story is a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and the fascinating history behind the US Mint's production process. What was once considered a simple mistake turned into one of the most valuable coins ever produced. Today, the 1990 D quarter dollar stands as one of the most remarkable examples of a coin with a design flaw that became a valuable and sought-after item in the world of numismatics. Its journey from an ordinary coin to a multi-million-dollar treasure is a story that continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 1990 D quarter dollar is a reminder of how even the smallest imperfections can have a huge impact on the world of coin collecting, and how a single coin can become a symbol of history, rarity, and value. In conclusion, the 1990 D quarter dollar is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the history of American numismatics. Its design flaw, which was initially overlooked, eventually made it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. The coin story is a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the world of coin collecting, where even the most seemingly insignificant mistakes can lead to the creation of rare and valuable treasures. As collectors continue to search for examples of the 1990 D quarter dollar, its value will undoubtedly continue to rise, making it one of the most iconic coins of all time. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible story of the 1990 D quarter dollar, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about the world of rare coins, history, and collectibles. Stay tuned for more amazing discoveries, and thank you for watching. Last, imagine holding a coin that could change your life forever, a quarter that's not just any ordinary piece of currency. Now, picture it being worth millions of dollars, enough to buy a dream house, a luxury car, or set up a legacy that could last generations. It sounds like a fantasy, right? But for one specific coin, that fantasy is a reality. In fact, it's one of the most valuable coins in American history, with a price tag that reaches a staggering $191 million. Let's take a journey back to 1981, a time when the world was experiencing major changes. The economy was on the brink of transformation, and the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, was about to witness one of the most remarkable discoveries in its history. It was during this time that a unique quarter, specifically a 1981 AD Washington quarter, became the center of attention in the numismatic world. How did a quarter, worth just 25 cents in face value, suddenly become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the world? The answer lies in a remarkable combination of rarity, error, and the fascinating world of coin collecting. But before we dive into that, let's take a look at what made the 1981 D quarter so special. To truly understand the significance of this coin, we need to first appreciate the history of the quarter itself. The Washington quarter, which was first introduced in 1932, has been a staple in American coinage for nearly a century. Over the years, it has seen numerous design changes, minting variations, and, of course, countless examples of wear and tear from being in circulation. However, despite the vast number of quarters minted each year, some of them stand out from the rest due to unique characteristics that make them rare and valuable. The 1981 AD quarter is one such coin. At first glance, it might look like any other quarter you've seen before. But a closer inspection reveals that this coin contains a significant error, one that would cause its value to skyrocket into the millions. This mistake, although seemingly small, would have a massive impact on the coin's rarity and desirability among collectors. It all began at the Denver Mint, where the 1981 AD quarters were being produced. During the minting process, an error occurred that caused a number of these coins to be struck with a double die. This means that the coin was stamped with the design twice, creating a slightly off-center image. While most people would think of this as a flaw, in the world of coin collecting, it's a highly coveted trait that can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. Now, you may be wondering, how did this simple error lead to a coin being worth $191 million? The answer lies in the rarity of the double die error and the fact that only a handful of these 1981 AD quarters were ever released into circulation. When word got out about this mistake, collectors and numismatists began searching high and low for any remaining examples of the error coin. The hunt for the 1981 AD quarter became a frenzy, with buyers willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own one of these rare pieces of history. As time passed, the value of the 1981 AD quarter continued to rise, driven by the ever-growing demand for rare and error-filled coins. It wasn't long before the price reached astronomical heights, with some experts estimating the coin's worth at over $191 million. This made it one of the most expensive coins in the world, surpassing even some of the most famous and valuable coins in history. But how did this coin, with its humble origins as a simple quarter, become such a coveted item? The key factor lies in the concept of rarity. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is the driving force behind value. The fewer examples of a coin that exist, the higher its worth becomes. And in the case of the 1981 AD quarter, the combination of the double die error and the limited number of surviving coins created a perfect storm of rarity and desirability. The value of a coin is also determined by the demand from collectors, who are constantly on the lookout for the next big discovery. When news broke that a 1981 AD quarter was worth millions, the race to acquire one intensified. Collectors from all over the world began bidding on these rare coins, pushing the price higher and higher with each auction. In addition to its rarity, the 1981 AD quarter also carries historical significance. As one of the most famous error coins in American history, it represents a unique moment in the world of numismatics. The story of the 1981 D quarter is a testament to the unpredictability of coin collecting and the sometimes surprising way that value can be assigned to an object. A simple mistake at the minting process, combined with a series of fortunate circumstances, turned an ordinary quarter into a valuable treasure that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Of course, the journey of the 1981 D quarter didn't end with its discovery. As its value skyrocketed, it became a symbol of the potential for extraordinary returns on investments in the world of coin collecting. Many collectors who were fortunate enough to find one of these era coins saw their financial fortunes change overnight. The 1981 D quarter was no longer just a piece of currency, it was an asset, a valuable investment that could yield incredible rewards for those who were lucky enough to possess one. The impact of the 1981 D quarter's discovery also extended beyond the world of numismatics. It sparked a renewed interest in coin collecting as a whole, with more people than ever before looking to uncover hidden gems among their loose change or collections. The story of the 1981 D quarter helped to shine a spotlight on the fascinating world of rare coins and the incredible potential they hold for those who are willing to dive deep into the history and science of numismatics. It's not just about collecting coins for the sake of it, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering something truly rare, and the possibility of turning a small investment into a financial windfall. For many people, the discovery of the 1981 D quarter was a dream come true, a moment of serendipity that forever changed their lives. As the years have passed, the value of the 1981 D quarter continues to hold strong, with its price continuing to climb in some cases. The coin has become a symbol of the potential for high rewards in the world of numismatics, and its legacy lives on as one of the most valuable coins in history. And now, you might be asking yourself, how can you get your hands on a piece of history like the 1981 D quarter? Well, the sad truth is that these coins are incredibly rare, and the odds of stumbling upon one in your pocket change are slim to none. But that doesn't mean you can't start your own journey into the world of coin collecting. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to discover the next big coin worth millions. In the world of coin collecting, anything is possible. It's a realm where small errors and unique characteristics can transform an ordinary piece of currency into a priceless treasure. The story of the 1981 D quarter serves as a reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected things can lead to the greatest rewards. If you found this story fascinating and want to learn more about the incredible world of rare coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have more amazing stories and discoveries lined up for you, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, the most valuable things in life come from the most unexpected places.